our karmic fruits actually are not based at all on what we think. They are based only on what we do. This is a boon, you could say, of Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, this era we are in right now, in the Vedic tradition, we believe in different eras. This era is the era of darkness called Kali Yuga. And in this era of darkness, in which we are living in illusion, living with ego, living in darkness, living in separation, one of the kind of head starts that's been given to us is that bad thoughts that don't translate into action do not acquire negative karmic fruits. You are not penalized for your thoughts, which should be a big load off of most of us. However, very frequently our thoughts do translate into action, which is why it's so important to watch your thoughts, but you are not karmically penalized for them. The karmic fruit is a result of the karma itself. Karma means action. Whatever we do has a result. Intention matters. So it's not just the action. I mean, if one person takes a knife and stabs it in somebody's chest, they could get very bad karmic repercussions. Another one could get very good karmic repercussions if they happen to be a doctor performing open heart surgery. Intention matters. Circumstance matters. Situation matters. Stealing is wrong. And yet, morally, ethically, karmically, somebody's stealing food to feed their starving family after they have tried every which way to make money. Who'd really penalize them for sticking a loaf of bread under their jacket to save their mother's life or their father's life? So circumstance matters, intention matters. But ultimately what matters the most is the action itself. So whether I'm doing a good action because I think it is a good thing to do, because I have compassion and caring and love and generosity, morals, values, ethics, or I'm doing it because my religion says to do it and I believe that God has given us commandments to do it, doesn't matter. Either way, they're both good reasons for doing something. So you're going to get the same karmic repercussions. Absolutely, atheists get just as good karmic fruit as people who are religious. Now, are they better people? I don't think so. I don't think they're worse people by any means, but I don't think that they're better people. I do understand your point about the way that they live, being more rule-following, law-abiding, generous, etc. Lots and lots of bad actions get written off in the name of God. There's a lot of situations throughout history where it would have actually been nice if certain people were atheists and didn't have God to blame for their actions, didn't have the excuse to fall back on God told me to do this, or God's going to reward me for doing this. But those are a tiny minority, and their version of God is at best a perverted version of God. So it's not religion that made them do it. It's religion that has been co-opted by them in their perversion to give them an excuse for doing the wrong action. Many, many, many people do beautiful actions in the name of God. But I think you've raised a really important point, which is you don't need to believe in God to do the right thing. So if you don't believe in God, that's okay. There's no rule that you have to believe in God. I would certainly suggest, if you don't, that you just open your eyes wide to the exquisite creation. I mean, for me, honestly, aside from the personal spiritual experiences of God that I've had, it's actually the scientist in me that makes me believe in God on much more of a regular basis. You see a sunrise, you see a sunset, you see a gorgeous nebula that, NASA has posted online. I mean, that to me, you think, really? Random? There's an artist here. There's a creator here. I believe that. When I look at the exquisiteness of the creation, it is inconceivable to me that there is not a creator, an artist, a capital K knower, a capital P planner, whatever word you use, whether it's the exquisiteness in beauty or the exquisiteness in the perfection of it. I mean, think about it. You throw a packet full of, jujubes or licorice or whatever it is in your mouth, and your body turns it to energy. Like, it's not even food. And your body turns it to energy and secretes that which it doesn't need. I mean, it's miraculous. No invention that has been created, from the airplane to the mobile phone, there is nothing, no matter how high tech, to a rocket ship, that even comes close to the technologic brilliance of the human digestive system. Randomly, I don't believe it. Neither the spiritual person in me nor the scientist in me. So if somebody said they didn't believe in God, I would simply encourage them to kind of look at the universe in a different way. They don't have to believe in God with a certain set of characteristics or that looks a certain way or is called a certain thing. But having an awareness of and a connection to something that is beyond, bigger, more, deeper, higher, eternal, infinite, not only feels absolutely right to me on just a scientific level, but it also makes life so much more beautiful. It makes the journey of life so much deeper, richer, more, for me. But, I know a lot of atheists, as you've mentioned you do, who are beautiful people, live beautiful lives, and just don't believe in God. That's okay. Pujya Swamiji always says, he says, don't worry if you don't believe in God. God believes in you.